What we'll be doing with PowerPoint and SharePoint is mostly saving documents so that we can collaborate with other people on them, or so we can manage them and have different versions of them that we track. By saving a presentation on our SharePoint site or in OneDrive, we can collaborate with lots of other users. We can also have multiple people editing, what's called co-authoring, which I'll demonstrate in the next movie. Also, we have the ability to save presentations for reuse. If you're never going to use a presentation again, you might not want to keep it in SharePoint. But if you have a presentation that is being used frequently, SharePoint is the perfect place to keep it. You might consider creating a library at a relatively high level, not in a project site, but in a departmental site or even an organizational site in a small organization, for all of the PowerPoint presentations that have reusability. One of the things that I believe users struggle with is where they can find the correct version of PowerPoint presentations that they want to use. And in the same way, you might have an asset library that has letterhead, that has press releases, that has promotional documents. You might choose to have your presentations in one place. Don't be afraid to create a customized library to house those presentations. And the reason I suggest this is there's metadata that you might consider adding to a PowerPoint presentation library to track information. For example, you might want to have not just a title, but a brief one-paragraph description of a particular presentation. You might want to have information about the audience. Was this created to be shown to potential customers or current customers? Is this something that was created for employees? Is it an update or a new employee orientation? Is it created for partners or vendors? Who owns this presentation? Not just a person, but what department is in charge of this presentation? How many slides are there in this presentation? Is it 100 or is it 10? Are timings already set for this presentation so that it could be used in a kiosk very quickly? Is that owner department keeping this presentation up to date? If I could go in and get a list of all of the presentations that I know somebody is responsible for maintaining, what a gift that is to me. And finally, what types of keywords would help me search for this presentation? If it's the presentation that's known as having the great video of the snowplow, it's probably good to put snowplow video somewhere in the keywords. When people are looking for presentations or for slides that they can reuse, you can make it easier for them to find them by creating a custom presentation library in Microsoft SharePoint.